Hello, it's Marguerite from Make with Marguerite, and Happy New Year. So today I've got a little project I want to share with you. Whenever people come to my classes, I like to put a little table favour next to their place, and so I'm always looking out for something nice to use. So I can't remember where I was, but I was in the supermarket and I saw these and I thought, oh, they look rather nice. They're Cadbury snack shortcakes, and they're just little packages like this. So I was thinking, oh, how can I make that look gorgeous now? So I hope you agree with me. These are what I've come up with, and it's using my favourite Granny Apple Green paper. And then we've got this new ribbon that I have just fallen in love with. It's Granny Apple Green and Coastal Cabana. It's just exquisite. So what's it called? Reversible ribbon, and it's in the new seasonal catalogue. So I'm using it in my class, my next class, but also I thought I'd use it on their table gifts. And then I'm using the lovely Butterfly Gala butterflies, and there's 4 different ones here that you can use, and I've used 2 different ones and coloured them in with my blends, and a little box that they go in. So let me show you how it all works. Just move everything out of the way. So I'm sure you all know how to make boxes, but how I do it is I would take that little snack pack and I would put it on my grid paper and measure it and decide then what size I needed. And then I'd mock one up out of some horrible paper and then go ahead and make my proper one. So I've got a piece of cardstock here that is 19 centimetres by 12 centimetres. And you want to score it initially at 2 centimetres. Now, when I'm doing a skinny bit, I use the part on the left-hand side, as I find it's easier to use than on the other side. So I'll measure it up to the 2 centimetre line and use my scoring blade. Then I need to do it at 9, so I need to flip it over because obviously you can't use the skinny bit for that. So 9 centimetres. 11 centimetres, and then for the last one, again, it's easier to use the left hand side. I need a 1 centimetre piece to stick it all together, and to make the base of the box it's 2 centimetres. So I'll put these measurements on my blog. Okay, so that's all the scoring. Right, so with your snips, you need to make some cuts. So you've got a little rectangle here that you don't need, so we can cut that piece off and angle out the piece. And then you need to cut up to the score line on the bottom pieces. Okay, and now just burnish the score lines. Some people use their bone folder at this point. I'm far too lazy. So I just make sure they're all going to move around. So I'm using a piece of patterned paper, and it's a celebration item. So it's from, let's see what it's called. It's on page 9 of the celebration catalogue. So this is a little brochure. It's the small size. It's Botanical Butterfly designer paper. So I'll just show you some more of it. So I've already cut quite a bit of mine, I'm sorry. So there's this one with polka dots, and then on the other side these lovely butterflies. This piece here has the gingham on the back, which I'm currently using. What else we got? I think that's Highland Heather with lovely black butterflies. And these coordinate, isn't that gorgeous, with the Butterfly Duet punch. So they're really great. I'm sure I'm going to want to make an album out of this when I have a bit more of it, actually, because I seem to be using it rather quickly. So how Celebration works is that for every £45 spend you make, you can choose a free item. So who doesn't like free? So this piece is the back of the lovely butterflies, so it's a gingham, and it is 6.5 centimetres by 9.5 centimetres. So I'm going to put that on before we assemble the box. So I'm just using some snail. I love snail, it's quick and easy. Okay, and then this is a new punch again. Now I've forgotten what it's called. It's from the, oh dear, I'm disorganised, aren't I? I should have known this before. It's these Bitty Blooms punch. It's a little flower, and I just thought it was very cute to use to put my bow through. So I'm just looking here to work out how many squares there are each side to try and make sure it's relatively in the centre. This side is easier. I'm pushing it as far as it will go, so I know that they're both at the same distance. Okay, so let's now assemble our box. So we need some tear and tape on our skinny piece, as I call it, our tab. And the joy of tearing tape is you can tear it. If you say it quickly, it sounds like terrible tape, which is of course not such a great idea. And then for the bottom, pop the sides in, pop the back in, and you want more tape on the front piece. I seem to make a lot of boxes over Christmas and I find it much easier for wrapping. So I was measuring things all the time. Right, here we go. So there we have basically our box, and then we need to add our pretty bits on the front. So these are the fun bits really. So I've got a piece of Whisper White, some Memento ink, and this is one of the butterflies from the Butterfly Gala. It's that one there. Now what you'll see is you get the small butterfly and the large butterfly because the punch does both as well. So, and I've got my Granny Apple Green and my dark Pool Party to do a little bit of colouring. So I'll just quickly colour in. I'm using the fine tip end. What I find is when I normally colour, I actually seem to get quite close to it, so I can see what I'm doing. Obviously my eyesight's not great, whereas when I'm doing it on camera, because there's a camera in the way, I have to do it from a distance, so I always worry that I've actually coloured the right bits in. Hopefully you won't notice. So there we go. And here we go, here's the Pool Party I'm using. I keep finding I'm very much attracted to the Granny Apple Green, and I've used it a lot. So it's not even late in the day here, and it's absolutely pitch black, so I hope you're not getting a reflection off my daylight bulbs. So here is the new punch. So you'll see there's a small butterfly and the larger butterfly, and you get them both. So we will get a spare small butterfly here that we don't need, that we can keep for another project. There we go. That's the one we need, one we don't. And then also from the Butterfly Gala set, I have got, well I hope I've got, Hello Beautiful. Ah, here it is. It was hiding from me. Which again I'm going to stamp in Memento ink. And I'm going to use my 2-inch punch to punch it out. Now as I want to put the butterfly above, I'm going to put it lower down. And we're going to use the Starburst, I'm saying with apprehension, I can't remember what it's called, the Starburst punch to go around the outside of it. And this is some Granny Apple Green scraps I've got around. I keep all my scraps in bags like this. They're bags we sell, so that I can go to them when I need them. So a bit of snail on the back of that. Then we need our butterfly, and I'm just going to use one of the mini dimensionals on the body of the butterfly, and some more dimensional on the back. There we go. Remember to pop in my snack. And I'm now looking for the ribbon. Ah, yeah, here we go. And here is, sorry, I've been out of shot, I think. Here is the ribbon. So it's so pretty because you get the two colours going on. As I always say, be generous to yourself, because it's so annoying when you cut too small a piece of ribbon and then you have to start again. It's better to be slightly more generous when you start. Right. And you get this lovely two-tone effect with it, which is lovely. How many times can I say lovely? Here we go. Let's just primp that a bit. There you have the perfect treat that you could put loads of different little things in as well. So I will put a list of all the items you need on my blog, which is margueritemoran.co.uk, and please shop with me if you want to make this treat or buy any of the items. There's loads of really pretty things you can make with it. So thank you very much. And here, I better clean up my space a bit. Here are the other ones as well. So I've got a mixture there of the Granny Apple Green and the Coastal Cabana. Thank you. Bye-bye.